Yeah.
Speaking of phenomenal, unbelievable, great shows, like, do you watch or did you watch your daughter in the brilliant American Horror Story? Like,
Of
are you?
course, I love that show. I love that series. Oh yeah, of course I did. And that besides what's the vacation movie she did? What's the vacation movie Emma did, baby? Yeah, We're the Millers. We're the Millers and American Horror Story are my two favorites.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They're not alike, but they are my two favorites.
Ryan Murphy is and Blow. I mean, Blow was also great, but Ryan Murphy is just brilliant. It's so well, I could you come up in these parts like Ryan Murphy pulls people out of nowhere. Like, would you? I mean, if he called, I could see you in American Horror Story.
I'm standing by.
I could, and that's your favorite. And Vacation with the Millers, they're both great. You love being a grandfather. It's changed everything.
It's the best job there is, pretty much. I mean, because they go home. It's an awful thing to say, but it's the truth, and it's just great.
What about, you mentioned your wife and she helped coordinate all this, and I love her for that. But 29 years, I know she's not in the public eye, but you are. It's Hollywood. 29 years. How does this work? Like, how did we get here? I mean, that's
Oh,
something.
she's in the public eye, dude. She's in the biggest money making comedy ever made, Animal House.
Oh,
She plays her what's your character's name in Animal House? Brunella. Can we
oh
dance for
wow.
your dates? That's my wife,
Oh
and
wow.
and
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
So she's been in all kinds of movies, dude. And in fact, one of her best performances for my money is in a movie called Love is a Gun with my wife, myself, and Kelly Preston. And my wife kind of steals the movie. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go watch that.
Love is a Gun. You'll love it.
So how, 29 years, like, it's, you're clearly in love. Like, how does that, it's hard in Hollywood. It's hard in general, but Hollywood, it's hard.
Well, here's what it is. I've been asked this, so I've honestly given that thought. Because they say, what constitutes a marriage that is a real marriage after a generation and a half of time? I mean, half your life, you've been married to one person. How's that happen? How do you do that? How does it make that work? And I really thought about it, and I have an honest answer for you. It's two things. It's honesty, and I mean it's honesty down to the bone marrow honesty, where it's real work, it's real effort, and you have to pay attention, and you have to be kind, and you have to be honest, and it's work, and it's affection. And when I say affection, what I'm talking about is sex, but I mean affection too. But it's sex and honesty. And when you have those two things, you have all you need. And I have it with this woman, and I fucking love my wife. Oh, my wife is my hero. And she's smarter than me, she's nicer than me, and she's funnier than me. And I admire her so much that it makes me a better person.
Wow. And when you say it like that, it's so obvious. Like, okay, well, that's easy, but honesty and sex. Okay, that makes sense to me, but so hard in practice.
Oh yeah, no, they're both big jobs. And they have to be done well, or you might as well not even attempt them. Simple. And they're like both responsibilities for your life and for hers. And if you're going to take it on, dude.
What do you say about, I'm just using him as an example, like a Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, he says Eric Roberts is one of the best actors of of any generation. A lot of people that are really, just have been in the business forever or huge say this about you. Like, when you hear things like that, what do you say?
I say thank you, dude. Leonardo DiCaprio said that.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's really cool because I'm a fan of his. Ever since Gilbert Grape, I've been a big fan, And he made that part in that movie, that Titanic movie. Had both of them not been that good, that movie would have been a really high action soap opera. But it was good. It was wonderful. You felt for both of them in a great way. And it's because they're both incredible actors. That movie worked on that level because of those two guys, those two actors. That and
Leo and Kate
so
Winslet.
so I'm very impressed with myself that he would say that. Thank you, Leonardo. Thank you, dude.
And finally, like, do you get starstruck? You know, like when you're walking around LA, you run into someone, you work with someone. I mean, you have more IMDb credits than like 100 actors combined. Like, do you get starstruck either on a set or just by living your life or going to a red carpet? Does that happen anymore to you?
Of course I do. In fact, my like biggest starstruck anything, because I love this movie called The Killing. Who did 2001 Space Odyssey? Who is that director? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about, but
Anyway,
I don't know.
it was the last Kubrick. It was the last film he
Mhm.
wrote. He did not direct. It was called The Killing, and it stars Sterling Hayden. And my first grandfather in my first movie was played by Sterling Hayden. And I had already been shooting for 3 weeks when it was his first night, and it was a night shoot. His first day was a night shoot, and I got to meet him. And I was in awe because of The Killing, of that movie, The Killing. Oh my God, that's the guy from The Killing. Oh my God, that's him. And and uh, and I went into his trailer, and he was smoking hash out of a pipe. And he said, "Did I get high when I worked?" And I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Oh, well, I do." So anyway, what's this scene about tonight? I said, I know. He said, what scene are we shooting tonight? I said, scene 87. I know the number. What's the scene? So I told him. And then he said to me, "Are you good at improvisation?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." He said, "Good, because that's what we're doing." I was scared to death, but he was fantastic, fantastic. And we stayed on track with the scene in the improvisation, and it's an incredible scene because he was an incredible talent. I was in awe. Yes. So to answer your question, yes, I'm in awe when there's a reason to be. Sure.
Wow. Is there anything else I didn't bring up that you want to talk about here today? I like to give people a chance at the end. You know, thank you for answering all my questions. You know, I feel like you've had an iconic career, but I like to give people a chance to bring up whatever they want at the end.
Okay. I would just like to say that a career in show business is the luckiest, most fortuitous thing you can possibly have. Because it is so personal and it can get so ugly if it goes wrong. But if it doesn't go wrong and they allow you to work into your old age like me, it's the most incredible thing in the world. And what I have backing that up is I have a marriage of forever. And so I had my cake and eat it too. And I really feel that way. And I'm not a gee golly whiz kid. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I love my life, and I think I've earned it. But I'm also not entitled, and I'm very lucky. And I know a lot of guys are just as good an actor as I am, and they don't get to work like I do. So I am so happy every day. And I was so freaked out when they took film. Oh my God, they took film. What's going to happen now? And then suddenly I realized I was more famous than I thought I was. It was great fun.
You are more